Well, joining me now to discuss is national security expert, former Trump White House official, and candidate for Alabama Senate, Morgan Murphy. Morgan, thank you for joining the Pulse this evening. Federal officials, they're accusing the Mamdani administration and New York City Council of placing illegal immigrants above the safety of law-abiding New Yorkers. What's your take?
Well, they absolutely are placing illegals above citizens of New York and citizens of this country. We see that on the left every day, how they are putting more emphasis on health care for illegals, more emphasis on SNAP benefits for illegals, more benefits for, human rights for illegals. They want more benefits for, what they call Venezuela fishing boats than they do for American citizens. And it just is such a disconnect from reality. It's hard to believe that Democrats would take this position, but they have. And they wonder why their opinion polls are, below that of the New York City subway.
I think they actually are. A lot of people are waking up to all this madness going on in the Democrat Party. Kristi, Noem warns that Operation Salvo is only the beginning, and more than 50 dangerous individuals have been taken off New York's streets in this operation. 30 suspects have already been removed from the country, with the remainder now in ICE custody. Now, during the press conference, she did point out, she pointed her finger directly at Joe Biden. Watch.
But those individuals would have never been in this country if they hadn't been allowed in by the Biden administration when they ignored our federal laws and allowed them to come in illegally.
I don't hear any lies in that right there. How come mainstream media outlets aren't doing exactly that, pointing the finger at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for them opening up the border the last 4 years they were in office?
They flooded the country with 20 million illegals. It's just an absolute dereliction of duty. I know Kristi Noem. I got to know her in the White House. She is a great patriot, doing a great job. I mean, look at what the president's been able to do in the past 12 months. He absolutely shut down illegal immigration in this country. He's necked down legal immigration in this country. We're now getting a grip on who's here. And we've stopped this process of first in, last served. Even the immigration communities here in the United States are happy to see this crackdown, many of them, because they were at the back of the line, and it's given immigrants a bad name.
Yeah, I know a lot of legal immigrants and others that want to come into this country that are just, they're perturbed at what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris allowed to take place. And they're happy, as you said, to get the illegals out and get things back to some sense of normalcy with our immigration policies. I know a probe into the shooting is underway. Border Czar Tom Homan, he urged people to, in his words, quote, let the investigation play out. Now, the FBI has taken full control of the probe. What do you think the investigation will ultimately conclude? And do you think the officer may face any legal issues at all?
I mean, looking at it from several different angles, it appears the officer acted in complete self-defense. But what just strikes me as an Alabamian, I'm a proud Alabamian, lived here all my life, Alabamians don't throw snowballs at law enforcement officers. It's shocking, I guess. I think middle America sees what's going on and just sees that level of disrespect. I'm a longtime Navy reservist, 26 years in the U.S. Navy, and get thanked everywhere I go if I'm in uniform. And that's just, I think, how most Americans approach those who serve and protect us, whether they're military members, law enforcement officers, or, yes, members of ICE. So I don't think Americans like seeing this attack on our ICE agents. I stand with ICE. I hope more Americans will speak up and say that they stand with ICE as well, because we want the laws of this country enforced.
Yeah, they need to be enforced. A country without laws or borders is no country at all. Well, and amid the protests, Mayor Mamdani, again on him, he announced free child care, a program for just 2-year-olds alongside Governor Kathy Hochul. Take a listen.
As the governor said, we will deliver to care by working in partnership with child care providers, especially home-based providers.
Free. Everything's free. Don't worry about where money's coming. It's just free. Do you think this is just a retaliatory move in response to the Trump administration freezing health services in New York?
Yeah, I mean, trusting Democrats with running child care centers right now is like trusting an alcoholic with a bottle of Boone's Farm. It's just not a good idea, right? They've stolen what appears to be billions of dollars in child care subsidies and SNAP benefits and all kinds. I mean, the Secretary of the Treasury came out today and said he estimates that $600 billion with a B of our taxpayer money goes to fraud right now. And that should sicken every American. I call it the impenetrable wall of government stupid. And it's one of the big reasons I'm running for U.S. Senate is to stop that kind of fraud happening in this country and that wasteful spending. Oh, the taxpayer will take care of it. It's free. Mr. Mondami, there's no such thing as free.
No, there's not. And I think New Yorkers are about to find that out the hard way. Morgan Murphy, God bless you, brother. Thank you for joining the Pulse tonight.
Thanks for having me, David. Appreciate you.